Hi there, I'm Kimberly from KimberlyGosney.com, and in this tutorial I am going to show you how to make a gold circle button for your website. I love gold circle buttons, and once I figured out how to make them really easily, I was stoked because there are no easy ways to get gold onto your website and have it look like metallic gold. So here we go. For this tutorial, you're going to need Adobe Illustrator. I'm using the 2014 version on the Creative Cloud. And you're going to need a piece of scrapbook paper. I buy mine on Etsy. You can get the scrapbook paper for like $5 or less. And in some cases, you can just get a sheet for $1. So it's a great way to make your gold circle buttons. So here is my sheet of scrapbook paper. Couple of housekeeping things, so before we get started, your screen will look as close to mine as possible. I use a Mac. Mac on Adobe Illustrator for some reason is a little different than a PC. So if your screen looks a little wonky, not exactly the same as mine, don't hit the panic button. Most everything you can find under Window. So if you ever don't have something that I have when I'm going through it, you just click the Window button and it'll be in that list. Next part, most of the time with scrapbook paper it's sized in inches, so when you open it up in Adobe Illustrator, this right here is going to be in inches, not in pixels, and in website land everything's about the pixel. It's all about the pixel. So you're going to go over to let me find it, View, Rulers, and make sure that your rulers are showing. When rulers are showing, you'll have little dashes up here across the top and down the side. The next part is you want to go and right click anywhere on the black ruler and make sure that you do not have inches. You do not want inches, you want pixels. So switch it over to pixels. You're also going to want to make sure that you've got Window, Application Frame checked, Control checked, and Tools Default checked. That way you'll look as close to me as humanly possible before you get started. And this will keep you from wanting to pluck your eyeballs out in about 5 minutes when we make the magic happen. Alrighty, so here we are, and I am stoked because I love making circle buttons. I'm so geeky right now. I'm just in my zone. I love making circle buttons. Alrighty, so here we go. First thing is to click on this sheet of scrapbook paper because it's going to be hella big right now. It's going to be like 1,000 pixels by 1,000 pixels. And if you try to put a circle button this size on your website, it's going to take up your whole dang screen. So we're going to go over to Transform. And remember, if you don't see that right now, go to Window first and you'll see Transform. And you're going to make this the size that you want your final button to be. So I like to make mine to fit on sidebar areas of my website. So my sidebar is 300 pixels by 300 pixels. And once you do that, this box is now going to be, the scrapbook paper will now be tinier, and it's going to be 300 by 300 or whatever size you made it. Next step is to copy it. So it's Command-C on a Mac or Select All on a PC. Next you're going to do File and New. And once you do File, New, you're going to make yourself a box the size you want your button to be. So I'm going to make my box 300 pixels by 300 pixels. You just type it in right there and hit OK. Whew, I feel like I'm talking so fast. Alrighty, here we go. So next part is to paste in. So it's Command-V on a Mac or Object Paste on a PC, and now you've got your gold scrapbook paper inside your small 300 pixel by 300 pixel or whatever size made your heart happy box. Yay! Next part, we gotta have a circle, right? So you're gonna go over to this ellipse tool over here on the side. You just give it a click. If you don't see ellipse, if you see square or rectangle or something else, you just hold down what you see right here and look through until you get to ellipse. You want the ellipse because that's gonna make the circle. And then you're going to click anywhere on your screen. I like to make my circle slightly smaller than my box. That way I don't have to worry if I put a little shading behind it. Everything shows up, and when I save it, it looks perfect. So I'm going to make mine 280 pixels by 280 pixels. By default, it's going to draw you a black and white square that's really ugly and boring. So next stage is to get rid of the ugly boring square and ugly boring coloring and turn it into a gorgeous golden circle. So to do that, first you're going to need to align your circle to your gold paper. So right now you're going to be up here in the alignment. If you don't see an alignment here, you're going to click Window and Align, and you'll see a new box pop up that has everything that I'm getting ready to do. So the first step is to horizontally align it to the center. The next step is to vertically align it to the center. And ba-bam, the box is now in the circle is now in the middle of the box, which is awesome. That's just where you want it to be. Next part is you're going to remove the color from the circle. So the stroke, you're going to click on it, and then you're going to click on none. And then you're going to click on the fill, and you're going to click on none. So now you have got a circle that is clear sitting on top of your gold piece of scrapbook paper. Yay, we're almost done. Now you're just going to make sure that you have selected everything. So it's a Command A on a Mac or Select All on a PC. So now we've got our blue circle and our square box. Both have blue outlines around them. Next part is going to be to do Object, Clipping Mask, and Make. And ba-bam! Look at that! You got a gold circle. Woo-hoo! That's exciting. I don't know why it thrills me so much to make circle buttons, but it really is super fun. So now you've got your circle button, and there's some couple of things that you can do with this circle button, and this part like really blows my mind. I know, once again, I just don't know what's wrong with me, but I absolutely love Illustrator. So anyway, you're going to click on your circle button, and make sure when you click on it that the blue around the circle and you have a box, not like this right here. Oh, sorry. Nope, we're good. So just click on it. Give it a click. And now you can apply a background shading to it to make it pop out and look all 3D. So to do that, you're just going to do Effect, Stylize, Outer Glow. And once you do that, you can preview the default settings for it and hit OK. And look at that. Now you've got a circle button that leaps up off the page and looks all fabulous. And then you can add words or numbers to it because it's a circle button. So you can make it a buy button. You can make it a click here button. You can do a lot of different things with this button. So I'm going to click the type tool right here. And you can click anywhere in the middle of your button. And once you click, you're going to see your little text box. You just choose the font that you want to use from your list of fonts. I like Austin Bold Italic right now a whole lot. And then you're going to give it a size. I like to make them super big, so I might do like 70 pixels. And ba-bam, see, now the box is really big. So then you're just going to type on it. I'm just going to type hello because I feel like saying hello to you even though I can't see you. And then you just click over here on the selection tool. You click selection, that's going to put a box around your word, and you're going to do the same thing we did a minute ago. You're going to align your text to the center, then you're going to horizontally align it and vertically align it. That way your word is in the middle of your button. And you can even go in and add something else up underneath it. Whatever you want. And there you have it. Now, the last part is to save your button because you don't want to lose it. You've been working hard on this bad boy. So I like to save my buttons two ways. The first way as an editable Adobe Illustrator file, so I can come back and make a bazillion and one more buttons but not have to do all that circle work again. And then the second part is to save it as a ping file that's transparent. So you can put this button on your website and you don't have a big white box around it. So you're just going to go to File, Save As. And once you do File, Save As, it's going to bring up your Save menu. Ta-da! And you're just going to give it a name and make sure it says .ai right here. And if it doesn't, come down here and choose Adobe Illustrator. Then you just hit Save and save your button. And then you're going to also save it as a ping file. So to do that, you're going to do File, Save for the web. And you're going to make sure that ping is checked over here, ping 24, and transparency is checked. Super duper important because you don't want that button to have a white background around it. And then you just save that one too. And there you have it. You've got a gorgeous gold button you can put anywhere on your website. Oh, and one other thing. I almost forgot the even more magic thing that you can do with your button is you can put another little baby circle around your button so that it has like a double effect. So if you want to do something like that, you just click back on your Ellipse tool, click back on your artboard anywhere, and maybe 260 so it's like 40 pixels smaller than the outside edge. And then it's going to draw you a big black circle right there. So then you just take this little button right here and click it. It's the Swap Fill and Stroke. I like to make these about 3 pixels, so I'm going to come up here to the stroke weight and make it 3 points. And then you center it horizontally and vertically. And there you go. Now you've got a button with a circle around it, and it says hello. What could be more fun than that? Anyway, if you like this tutorial, I hope you'll come and visit me at KimberlyGosney.com and have a great day. You know where to find me if you've got questions. Bye!